Hello and welcome back to Graceful Aging Senior, the channel where we share practical, science-backed tips to help you stay strong, sharp, and independent after 50. If this is your first time visiting us, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell because every week we post new videos on natural ways to keep your body and mind healthy as you age. Part 1. Now let me ask you this. Have you noticed your legs feeling weaker with each passing year? Maybe it's harder to climb the stairs, harder to get up from a chair, or you just don't feel as steady as before. For many seniors, even a small fall can lead to a serious injury, like a hip fracture. And one big reason behind this weakness is not something dramatic or rare. It's something surprisingly simple: missing out on key vitamins and minerals. In this video, we'll go through 5 essential vitamins most seniors skip, and we'll see how the lack of these nutrients can quietly drain your leg strength. Let's start with the very first one, and it's one you might already have heard of, but most people don't realize how important it is. Vitamin 1. Vitamin D. The muscle strength vitamin. Vitamin D is sometimes called the sunshine vitamin, and for good reason. Your body naturally produces it when your skin is exposed to sunlight. In younger years, that process works efficiently. But as we age, our skin becomes less able to synthesize vitamin D, even if we spend the same amount of time in the sun. Combine that with the fact that many older adults spend less time outdoors, and it's easy to see why deficiency is so common. According to the National Institutes of Health in the United States, more than 60% of people over 60 are deficient in vitamin D. That's more than half of all seniors, and the consequences go beyond just bone health. Vitamin D plays a direct role in muscle strength. Without it, your muscles cannot contract properly, and that's when you begin to notice shaky legs, difficulty standing up, or fatigue after walking just a short distance. Researchers from Tufts University discovered that older adults who took about 800 international units of vitamin D daily reduced their risk of falling by nearly 30%. That's a huge difference, especially when falls are one of the leading causes of injury and even disability in seniors. Another study from Harvard Medical School found that vitamin D deficiency not only weakens bones, but also slows the nerves that send signals from the brain to the muscles. That means the legs don't just feel weak, they actually respond more slowly, which increases the chance of stumbling. You might also recognize this deficiency through everyday struggles. Many seniors complain about nighttime leg cramps, aching thighs, or difficulty getting up from bed. Often, the hidden culprit is low vitamin D. The good news is, this is one of the easiest deficiencies to correct. So how can you get more vitamin D naturally? Here are a few simple strategies. Morning sunlight. Try to spend at least 15 to 20 minutes in the early morning sun. That's when UVB rays are safest and most effective for vitamin D production. Food sources. Fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, and sardines are excellent choices. Egg yolks and fortified dairy products also help. Supplements. If diet and sunlight are not enough, many doctors recommend vitamin D3 supplements. For most seniors, a daily dose of 800 to 1000 IU is considered safe and effective, but it's always wise to check with your healthcare provider before starting. One interesting example comes from a study in Europe where seniors who were given both vitamin D and a simple walking routine showed far better improvements in balance and leg strength compared to those who only exercised. This shows us that nutrition and lifestyle go hand in hand. You need both for the best results. So, if you've been noticing your legs feel heavier, weaker, or more tired than they used to, don't just blame it on age. It may simply be that your body is running low on this crucial vitamin. By paying attention and correcting the deficiency, you can restore strength and confidence to your steps. Coming up next, we'll talk about vitamin B12, the one that protects your nerves and keeps your legs from feeling numb or unsteady. But before we move on, if you find this information helpful so far, please take a moment to like this video and share it with someone you care about. It might be the small tip that helps them stay on their feet. Part 2. Vitamin B12 and vitamin K. Vitamin 2, vitamin B12, the nerve and muscle protector. Now let's move on to the second vitamin that seniors often miss, vitamin B12. This nutrient doesn't always get as much attention as vitamin D, but it's absolutely essential for strong legs and steady walking. Why? Because vitamin B12 protects your nerves and helps your body make healthy red blood cells. As we age, our stomach produces less acid. That means our bodies absorb vitamin B12 less effectively from food. According to research from the University of Oxford, nearly 40% of people over 60 have some level of vitamin B12 deficiency. And the symptoms are often mistaken for just getting old. Here's what it looks like: tingling or numbness in the feet, feeling like your legs are heavy, trouble keeping balance, or even unexplained fatigue. These aren't just random complaints. Without enough B12, the protective sheath around your nerves, called myelin, begins to wear away. That slows down the messages from your brain to your muscles, and suddenly your legs don't move as smoothly as they should. One study published in the journal Neurology found that seniors with low B12 were significantly more likely to experience walking difficulties and even cognitive decline. The good news? When deficiency is corrected, many of these symptoms improve. So, how do you make sure you're getting enough B12? Animal foods. Beef, chicken, fish, eggs, and dairy are the richest sources. Fortified foods. If you don't eat much meat, look for cereals or plant-based milks fortified with B12. Supplements. For many seniors, especially those with digestive issues, a simple B12 supplement or even a prescribed injection can make all the difference. I'll share a quick story. A woman in her late 60s came to her doctor complaining of constant numbness in her feet. She thought it was just circulation problems. Blood tests showed her B12 was dangerously low. After a few months of supplementation, her sensation improved, and she could walk without fear of stumbling. That's the power of getting this vitamin right. Vitamin 3. Vitamin K2. The calcium traffic controller. Now let's talk about a vitamin that almost no one thinks about, but it's vital if you want strong bones and legs. Vitamin K2. Most people know about calcium. They take calcium supplements hoping to keep their bones strong. But here's the problem. Without vitamin K2, calcium doesn't always go where it should. Instead of being deposited into bones, it can end up in the arteries, making them stiff and increasing the risk of heart problems. Vitamin K2 acts like a traffic officer. It directs calcium into your bones and teeth, where it belongs, and keeps it out of the wrong places. This is especially important for seniors, because the combination of weak bones and hard arteries is a dangerous one. A Japanese study from Hiroshima University found that postmenopausal women who took vitamin K2 had a 60% lower risk of hip fractures compared to those who didn't. That's an enormous reduction in risk. Imagine how life-changing it would be to avoid a hip fracture, which often leads to loss of independence. So where can you find vitamin K2? Fermented foods. The best natural source is natto, a traditional Japanese food made from fermented soybeans. Animal products. Cheese, egg yolks, chicken, and liver provide smaller amounts. Supplements. K2 supplements are available and often paired with vitamin D because the two work hand in hand. The key takeaway here is this: calcium alone is not enough. Many seniors take calcium every day but still suffer fractures because that calcium never reached the bones. Without vitamin K2, the building blocks never get delivered to the construction site. In just a moment, we'll move on to the next two nutrients, magnesium and calcium, and see why your legs cramp, ache, or feel fragile without them. But before we continue, let me remind you, if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. Hit the subscribe button and share this video with someone you love, because everyone over 60 deserves stronger, steadier legs. Part 3. Magnesium and Calcium Vitamin 4. Magnesium, the anti-cramp mineral. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with your calf muscles locked tight, painful, and refusing to relax? That sharp, stabbing pain is often caused by a lack of magnesium. While we usually think of magnesium as just another mineral, it actually plays a part in more than 300 chemical reactions in the body, many of them directly connected to muscle function. Magnesium helps muscles contract and relax properly. Without enough of it, the nerves that control your muscles can misfire, leading to cramps, twitching, or even chronic muscle stiffness. For seniors, this is a big problem because frequent cramps at night not only interrupt sleep, but also make you afraid of walking or exercising during the day. According to Harvard Medical School, nearly 50% of older adults consume less magnesium than the recommended daily amount. And the shortage doesn't just cause cramps. Low magnesium levels are also linked to higher blood pressure, irregular heart rhythms, and faster bone loss. There was a study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showing that seniors with higher magnesium intake had greater leg strength and better walking speed compared to those with low intake. This means magnesium is not just about avoiding cramps. It's about overall mobility. Where can you find magnesium? Fortunately, it's not hard. Nuts and seeds like almonds, walnuts, and pumpkin seeds. Dark leafy greens such as spinach and kale. Whole grains and beans. Even dark chocolate provides a small but meaningful amount. One woman in her 70s once told researchers she had been waking up almost every night with painful leg cramps. After her doctor suggested increasing magnesium-rich foods and adding a supplement, the cramps nearly disappeared within a few weeks. Imagine the difference it makes. Better sleep, stronger legs, and more confidence in daily activities. Vitamin 5. Calcium. The foundation of strong legs. If magnesium is about preventing cramps, then calcium is about preventing something far more serious. Broken bones. Calcium is the main building block of your bones. After the age of 50, bone breakdown speeds up. Women after menopause are especially vulnerable. Without enough calcium, bones become thin, brittle, and prone to fractures. The statistics are sobering. The International Osteoporosis Foundation reports that 1 in 3 women and 1 in 5 men over 50 will suffer a fracture due to osteoporosis. Many of those fractures happen in the hip or spine, injuries that can permanently reduce independence. You may already know that calcium is important, but what many seniors don't realize is that your body can't make calcium on its own. It has to come from your diet or supplements. And if your diet is lacking, your body will actually pull calcium out of your bones to keep blood levels stable, leaving the skeleton weaker and weaker. Good sources of calcium include dairy products like milk, yogurt, and cheese, small fish eaten with bones such as sardines, green vegetables like broccoli and bok choy, fortified foods such as certain plant-based milks or cereals. But here's the catch. Calcium only works well when paired with vitamin D and vitamin K2. Think of calcium as the bricks, vitamin D as the builder, and vitamin K2 as the traffic director that delivers those bricks to the right place. Without the team working together, calcium supplements alone often don't prevent fractures. One large European study followed thousands of seniors and found that those who took both calcium and vitamin D had a significantly lower risk of hip fractures compared to those who only took calcium. That shows how important it is to see these nutrients as a system, not in isolation. So if your legs feel fragile, if you worry about falling, or if you already have signs of bone loss, calcium should not be optional. It should be a daily priority. Strong bones are the foundation for strong legs, and without them, even the strongest muscles can't keep you steady. Next, in our final part, we'll put all 5 vitamins together and talk about practical steps you can take every day to keep your legs strong and steady after 60. But before we move on, please subscribe to Graceful Aging Senior if you haven't already, and share this video with a friend. Because everyone deserves to walk confidently at any age. Part 4. Summary and daily habits. We've now covered the 5 vitamins and minerals that most seniors overlook, and as you've seen, each one plays a unique role in keeping your legs strong. Let's quickly recap. Vitamin D is the sunshine vitamin that powers your muscles and improves balance. Without it, falls become far more likely. Vitamin B12 protects your nerves and keeps your legs from feeling numb, weak, or unsteady. Vitamin K2 acts like a traffic controller, guiding calcium into your bones instead of letting it harden your arteries. Magnesium prevents painful night cramps and supports smooth muscle movement. Calcium is the very foundation of your bones, the bricks that keep your skeleton solid and able to support you. Think about it this way. If even one of these nutrients is missing, your legs can't perform at their best. But when all five are in place, the difference is dramatic. Stronger steps, better balance, less pain, and more confidence in everyday life. How to apply this knowledge daily. So what practical steps can you take starting today? Here are a few simple but powerful habits. Check your levels. Ask your doctor to run a basic blood test for vitamin D and B12. Many seniors don't realize how deficient they are until the results come back. Knowing your baseline gives you a clear action plan. Eat nutrient-rich foods. Try adding salmon or sardines twice a week for vitamin D. Enjoy a boiled egg or some fortified cereal for B12. Add leafy greens and nuts for magnesium. And don't forget dairy or fortified plant milks for calcium. Time your supplements wisely. If you do take supplements, pair vitamin D with a meal that contains healthy fat for better absorption. Take calcium in divided doses rather than all at once. And if you're adding vitamin K2, combine it with vitamin D for maximum benefit. Keep moving. Nutrition works best when combined with activity. Even a 20-minute walk each day or simple balance exercises like standing on one foot near a chair can significantly reduce your risk of falls. A study from the Mayo Clinic found that seniors who combined proper nutrition with light exercise maintained leg strength nearly 40% longer than those who relied on diet or exercise alone. Don't ignore the warning signs. Tingling in your feet, frequent cramps, or constant fatigue are not just a normal part of aging. They may be your body's way of telling you it's missing something vital. A message of encouragement. Remember, getting older does not mean losing independence. Your legs carry you through life, to visit friends, to play with grandchildren, to enjoy the freedom of walking outdoors. Taking care of them by paying attention to these 5 vitamins is one of the simplest and most effective ways to age gracefully. There's a saying in geriatric medicine: the best predictor of long life is not your heart, not your lungs, but how strong your legs are. And that strength comes from a combination of movement, mindset, and the right nutrition. If this video has helped you understand your health a little better, please do 2 things. Subscribe to Graceful Aging Senior so you never miss our weekly health tips. Share this video with someone you care about. It might be exactly what they need to stay strong and steady. And of course, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these vitamins do you think you might be missing? Have you noticed any changes when you started supplementing? Leave a comment below. Your story might inspire someone else. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Stay healthy, stay active, and most of all, keep walking strong. Because after 60, every step forward is a step toward independence.